Hi guys, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Had to just bring up the Italian national anthem there. Federico Chiesa is a red, ladies and gentlemen. Federico Chiesa is a red. You get me? We have to sing the national anthem together. You get me? Everyone spam the Italian flags in the chat. We have our first year to go of this whole summer. 28th of August. It's he's our first signing. 28th of August, our first signing is Federico Chiesa, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys are all liking, make sure you guys are subscribing. Let's just get this party started. You get me? I'm sorry, I had to just sing the Italian national anthem there. You get me? Big up the Italian national anthem. You know, just having a great time there. You get me? Italia. Da, da, da. Anyway, why do you guys sing Spaghetti Mafia? That's not the Italian national anthem. Imagine Spaghetti Mafia was the Italian national anthem. Anyway, guys, we got our first. Here we go. From Fabrizio Romano. Obviously, he's Italian himself. Fabrizio Romano, if somehow this transfer messes up now, I'm going to ruin you on this application right here. I'm going to ruin you on this YouTube app. Because don't you dare announce it. And then we do all this. And now this is what happened. So, khalas, he's announced it now. So it's end of story. So he's a Liverpool player. Look, guys. This reminds me a lot of us signing Shaqiri. This is kind of the same exact thing that we did when we signed Xherdan Shaqiri. A player that's experienced, a player that can help take us to like maybe a better place in terms of having options off the bench, perhaps even starting. And I'm gonna make a prediction right here, right now. I'm gonna make you guys a prediction right now. And remember, Husam said this. Remember, Husam said this because I'm the only one on YouTube who'll say this to you guys right now. I have a prediction. My prediction is that Chiesa will become a starter for Liverpool Football Club. Mark my words, that is what's going to happen. I'm telling you guys right now, I'm not joking. I'm genuinely being dead serious. Like, people are saying he's an option off the bench and he plays right wing. First of all, let's just address it. Chiesa is right-footed. So Chiesa can play on the left. And I hate it when people act like a guy can only play one position. 3/4 of the fan base wanted Mo to play down the middle. So let's not act like players can't play in different positions. The guy who all he has is pace and power plays left wing for us. So let's not sit up here and say, yeah, it's impossible for him to start and he can't play left wing. Yes, he's right wing cover. I understand that. Yes, he's right wing cover. He can play down the right-hand side. But he is covered for all three positions, in my opinion. And I do expect that at a certain point in time, he will actually start for us. So I predict that he does start for us eventually this season, to be honest with you. Like, I see this season in a way in which Chiesa becomes a starter for Liverpool Football Club, specifically if he performs better than Mr. Jogo Bonito or Mr. Pace and Power. So for me, I'm making an early prediction that he eventually becomes a starter for Liverpool Football Club. And this kind of just adds to I'm going to talk about Liverpool in generally, but just when it comes to Chiesa, here's the thing: Chiesa has had 2 injuries. Chiesa has obviously had 2 injuries, and obviously his knees or his hamstrings or whatever aren't like they were like 2-3 years ago. Chiesa saved me twice now, so I owe him to be happy. In some of you guys might not know this, in Euro 2021, I made a bet that if England win the Euros, I will shave my hair live on stream. And Italy and Chiesa saved me. And everyone knows that my mustache was on the line if we don't sign a player. And we signed Chiesa. Now we have to be honest. Listen, I have criticized Richard Hughes. I think he's still done an extremely underwhelming job. But the truth of the matter is, look, we have to give credit where it's due. We have to give credit where it's due, because if I don't give credit where it's due, I become the biggest hypocrite on this app. And one thing I am is not a hypocrite. I'm not a hypocrite. I've always been honest. I've always stated my honest opinions. I'm not shy of stating the facts. 10 million for Federico Chiesa is a steal. Let's be honest. 10 million is the equivalent of 2 million like 10 years ago. Like if I told you we signed Chiesa for 10 million, even with his injuries or whatever, even if he wins you 15 points, 20 points, even if he gets you like whatever it is, at the end of the day, that is a steal. It's a bargain. Who can you sign realistically for 10 million? I mean, with all due respect, I know that I see a couple of Arsenal fans in the chat. With all due respect, there are Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are about to sign, Edin Ketia for about 20 million. So let's not act like 10 million for Chiesa is not worth it. So yes, it is worth it. I think he's a very good player. I think he's a player that obviously has very good abilities in terms of delivering in the final third. He's the man for the big occasion. He's the man for the big moment. Scored massively important goals for Italy. I mean, we just saw him in the Euros. Literally just like 2 months ago. You guys were there during the watch-alongs, in which he was by far, Italy's best player. And the truth of the matter is, look, now our forward line depth is unbelievable. Hopefully we sell that guy. I'm not going to state any names. Me and Toka almost won yesterday. I hope AFC Amdan is right for once. I'd send him to Arsenal tomorrow. Hopefully we sell that guy. But whether we sell him or not now, it means we have a bit more of depth in there. And listen, sometimes you just have to be honest. I'm going to give you worst case scenario. Chiesa scores 5-6 goals for Liverpool and he gets 5-6 assists this Premier League season. Nothing crazy. Let's say he gets 6-6, 7-7. Nothing mad. So if he does get 5-5, 6-6, 7-7 for 10 million, that's still a good deal. And from a financial perspective, if he performs well for us, we could sell him literally like a summer later to half of Italy for like 40-50 million. So listen, he's a very good player. Obviously he's not the same after the injuries that he was before the injuries, but that doesn't change the fact that this is a bargain. And yeah, we're giving credit to what's his name? We're giving credit to Richard Hughes for that deal, and I think that deal is a smart deal. Now, once again, we've had 2 smart deals in the space of a week with Mamardashvili and Federico Chiesa, and I'm sat here still like going like, okay, this is very nice, but like, can we get the priority now? And listen, without shouting, without anything like this, look, I've sang the Italian national anthem. I'm very happy for the signing. I've given Richard Hughes credit, but this doesn't change the fact that this is still not what we need currently. Yes, we need a player who can play right wing. Yes, we need someone who can play down the right-hand side. Yes, we need Mo Salah backup. Yes, we have now our forward line depth is very good. Our forward line depth, Vel, can you make the design? Because I'm going to the designer. Our forward line depth is now basically Chiesa, Diaz, Nunez, Gakpo, Mo, and Jota. So that's very good forward line depth. I would say, listen, because we have to respect Man City because they've got Haaland, but in terms of like, the players that, like the teams that have depth, that is very good depth for what we can have. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah. Vel, that's very nice. Just make it bigger, please. Just make it bigger, please, and remove the 6 in case we win one more. Just make it a bit bigger, please, yeah? So make this bigger, like till here. So the like, subscribe, and share thing looks bigger. That's it. So just make the letters, just extend them till the whole page, basically. Anyway, so yeah, I think our forward line depth is very good. Very good forward line depth. But here's the thing that I just want to say. Liverpool Football Club are moving very weird right now. And I'll tell you why. In June and July, it was about slot assessing the squad and us making these types of signings. طيب. There was no scouting needed for Mamardashvili. We already know. There is no scouting needed for Federico Chiesa. We already know. So now the question becomes, what on earth have we been doing for the last 2-3 months? Just think right now, if a month ago we announced Chiesa and Mamardashvili, we'd have a completely different reaction to this transfer window. And people always want us like, at the end of the day, listen, we're all football fans. We cannot just separate, keep creating separation. The truth of the matter is, I can't separate the overall picture from us signing Chiesa. I cannot just sit here, oh my God, we signed Chiesa, we're gonna win the league, we're gonna do this. That's not me, bro. Because I'm only gonna say that if I actually believe it. And I don't believe it. And I don't believe that we're gonna win the league, to be honest with you, even with signing Chiesa. Yes, that's amazing forward line depth. I hope he is available against United, to be honest with you, Parta. Chiesa coming on and scoring a winner against United would be unbelievable. But here's the thing that people need to understand. We need still players in the positions that are actual priorities. You get what I'm saying? So we would need a DM still. We need a DM still. We need a center back still. We need a left back still. And that for me is not something that has changed. And we're just in this position now because of us failing as an institution, because of us going away from what we did in the past. I'm not going to compare us to Man City, Chelsea, or whoever. I'm comparing us to what we did in the past. Because of what we did in the past, we failed ourselves. Because we were the club that had the scouting network. And if plan A wasn't available, plan B was there and blah, blah, blah. We were that club. We were the club that if we messed up a transfer, the other transfer will be ready. We decided now, for God knows what reason, to go away from what we were doing in the past. Like signing Keita a year before, like signing, Fabinho literally a day after the Champions League final loss. We made a lot of signings. We made a lot of signings in due time, in just time. And this is just the truth of the matter, you guys. Like people, it's not a joke. You cannot leave. You cannot leave until the transfer window. You cannot leave until the end of the transfer window to make a signing. And make no mistake, all those names that I told you at the start of the transfer window are all names of interest. I told you guys about Lukeba 2 months ago. I told you about Ait Nouri 3-4 months ago, even from a long time ago. I've been telling you guys about Ait Nouri. The interest in Ederson is there. I don't know why we just didn't go for him. So for me, I'm looking at this transfer and it's a bargain because it's £10 million. And for £10 million, you cannot get a player of that quality, even if he is injury prone. Like that, like even if he is injury prone and he does get injured and blah, 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 and all this type of shit, no problem. But what's it called? Even if he is injury prone and all that crap, 10 million, that is still very cheap, to be honest with you. And when it comes to why we got him, there's I think Lauren sent me the stat earlier. We're talking about Chiesa versus Nunes and Gakpo, shot creating action, progressive carries, successful take-ons, and progressive passes received. Obviously, shot creating actions, Chiesa is almost at 5, Nunes is at 3.5, Gakpo's at 4.2. Carries, Chiesa is almost at 5, Gakpo's at 2.3, and Nunes is at 2.4. Successful take-ons 1.36, 0.8, 1.6. And he obviously receives as well more progressive passes. So he's a player that essentially, let's look at it this way, a player that can help unlock a low block. So let's say the score line is 0-0 away at Brentford, and you need someone to come on and unlock that low block and help with the low block. I think Chiesa is your guy. He could come on and he could, help unlock the defense. He can help from that perspective. So That's why for me he's a good signing. And that as well, like these numbers he's putting up is numbers with a absolutely crap Juventus side. Let's not forget this is probably the worst Juve side we've seen in the last 10-15 years. So for me that is just kind of something that we cannot just push to the side. I mean, the fact that the guy cost only 10 million is a bargain. And the Muardashvili thing is good if he is like the eventual Alisson replacement whenever Alisson wants to leave. Progressive planning. I have no problem with all of this. But now we've come back full circle. I want to genuinely ask you guys in the chat, because maybe I'm the one that's, you know, too negative or whatever it is. I want to ask everyone in the chat, rate this Liverpool transfer window out of 10. Rate this Liverpool transfer window out of 10. 10 being the best, 0 being the worst. Tell me honestly. I just want to see numbers. You guys know how we operate in this chat. We don't want life stories. I want numbers only. I have to say I'm very proud of my community. I have to say I'm genuinely very proud of my community. Everyone's saying 2, 3, 4 or lower. I'm proud of you all. I'm genuinely proud of you all because you have kept your standards high and you refuse to fall for all the garbage and all the trash. I'm genuinely whoever's saying 2, 3 or 4, well done to you, because you have standards and you want your club to win. And I'm very happy that many of you guys are saying this, because this is important. Make no mistake, this is important. We cannot overgas things. What did I just say about Chiesa? I gave him his credit. I gave Richard Hughes his credit. That does not mean that things have not changed as things stand. What are we going to do next? Sign a right back? Yeah, I mean, we've signed a goalkeeper and a forward line player now. Might as well go sign a right back. By the way, before I go to the super chats, let me just be the bearer of bad news. Tom Little as well has known this. I'm not going to mention any names because I can't get in trouble. But some of the names on our short list, I think using the R word for it is a understatement. I think if I were to sit up here and call our transfer department the R word, it's an understatement, and I'm not even exaggerating. I wish you guys saw some of the names on the short list. I wish I'm joking. I'm being dead serious. I'm looking straight to this camera right here. There is a name. If I told all of you right now, you'd all vomit on yourselves. And let me not even talk about the center back we're looking at. I genuinely wish sometimes that the guy that like gives me certain information doesn't watch me, so I could just say the name because I need to like unleash it from my soul. But I wish you guys just knew how fucking shit some of the names we're looking at is. The short list, as things stand, is some of the shittest players that you would all be disappointed if we signed. Let me do these super chats. Big up to my guy, Red Line Tarango says, welcome to Liverpool, Lacoste. By the way, guys, we have 850 people in here. Can we get 500 likes, please? Can we get to 500 likes, please? Please, let's get to 500 likes. Let's get to 500 likes. Italia. Let's get to 500 likes, guys, ASAP. Welcome to Liverpool, La Castalia, Rib in Italian. Big up to you, Red Line Taranga. I think I would assume you probably got that wrong because you sent 300 times different super chats, different words. This move seems like Salah's on his way out next summer. If Chiesa is the Salah replacement, we might as well just lock up the club. I'll be honest with you. Like, we might as well just lock up the club. I'm just telling you guys right now. Meant kidney, just woke up. Hey, it is what it is. Are you genuinely happy or is it underwhelming? How about both, TKA? And I'm sick and tired that we have to be black and white. Why isn't it the gray area? Yes. And I think, by the way, you want to know what the logical approach is? I'm very happy that we've signed Federico Chiesa for 10 million. I'm very happy that he's a player that is going to come in and bring depth, but at the same time, the transfer window is underwhelming. Now what? How is that like a bad thing to say? How's that like a bad thing to say? That's as objective and as honest as it ever can be. Like, what more you want me to say, Habibi? Yes, Val. Well done, Habibi. Guys, quick question to all of you guys. Shall I get Val to make the YouTube sign red? This is going to be behind my head on the new studio. Shall I get him to just make the YouTube sign red, or shall I keep it black? I'm happy with us signing Chiesa. I think it's a bargain. 10 million is good. However, the window is underwhelming. Our transfer window is a joke. We went down the list of positions we don't need the most and signed them. This is the thing, Abdulaziz, and this is why. Listen, red. Let me know if shall I make the red line, the YouTube sign red or black, please. If you want me to make it red, I'll just tell Vel to change the color. What do you think, Val? Make it red or black? I'm so glad the Husam is a red. I agree with you completely, Abdulaziz. And here's the thing. This is the thing that I've been talking about all summer long. Guys, it is not a case of us just moaning or complaining or whatever it is. That's genuinely not the case. I'm just simply talking about the positions that Liverpool have needed the most, of which we have addressed neither. We have went out there. We have signed a goalkeeper and we've signed a forward line player. Yeah, what do you want me to say, wallah? Honestly, guys, a big dead serious. Like, what do you actually want me to say? Like, what we sit up here? Wow, this transfer window is 9 out of 10. Bro, 2 out of 10. I will rate this transfer window. Big up to my guy Toka, who says solves none of our 6 issues. Center back, left back, and renewals. Only solves a minor problem of Salah's backup, but it's a really proper solution to that. That's the thing. That's the thing, Toka. I think Toka summarized it perfectly. Vel, brilliant. Just email. Like, share, and subscribe won't be clear on the screen, Vel. We need to change the text to something more visible. We need to change the text for something more visible and make it like blacker and bold as well. That's the one thing that I would say. I agree with you. I agree with you, my brother. This doesn't solve any problems, really. This just doesn't solve any problems. We've really went down the list of priorities and done the least important thing. You know, I've been having conversations with Liverpool fans all summer long. And a lot of Liverpool fans, yeah, make it bigger, make it blacker, and possibly even change the text. Because remember, it's going to be hung up on a wall, so it needs to be clearer, like bigger, clearer, darker. Change the text as well, because crap text. Keep the welcome to the same. Anyway, here's the thing, Toka. When it comes to the football club, we're doing stuff that is considered currently underwhelming, and it's not even the negativity thing, it's simply the factual thing. If I were to ask all of you 3 months ago, name your priorities, I would say probably 99% would have said DM, left back, center back, etc. And us signing a forward line player that's a backup, I don't know how that really helps us going forward, to be honest with you. I really don't. Welcome to Liverpool, Il Rene, the kidney, is what my guy read. So you've edited your super chat 3 times just to get one word in Italian correct. Che schifo. Che schifo. Let me see what the Italians are saying. There's an Italian. Here, I'm messaging you. Yes, my brother, I'm live on YouTube. The chat, 820 people waiting for your verdict. Tell us your thoughts on Chiesa. Big up to you, Red Line Terang. Big up to Aya, who says, Husam, my friend, be very careful with attackers from the Serie A. Aya, my brother, be careful with attackers from the Serie A. For us, it's be careful with attackers from the Portuguese league, because those are the 2 that have absolutely ruined us, to be honest. Those are the 2 that have absolutely ruined us. I would rather sign Chiesa than Jokeras. PTSD is real, guys. I'm sorry. PTSD is real. I ain't trying to do no Portuguese thing anymore. I've had enough. I've had enough of the Portuguese league. I'm so honestly, that's the one that's like, That's the one that's shit for us. The Portuguese league is the crap one for us, habibi. You know, so it's different for us. And Chiesa makes it 9. United are being destroyed on my new studio in the first Liverpool game, inshallah. It's coming. It's coming, guys. The studio's in the last steps of achieving it. Let's go. Let's go. I have a higher net spend than FSG, but still, let's go. Man United sold Hannibal for 10 million. We get Chiesa for 10 million. That's a bargain. I've acknowledged that, Jonathan. And I agree with you that it's a fucking bargain. Because it's 10 million pounds. And 10 million pounds 2 years ago, 10 years ago would have been like 2 million. 10 million pounds is 100% a bargain. But at the same time, I can say it's a bargain and it's an underwhelming summer. Both. Big up to you, my guy, Jonathan. Big up to O'Malley, who says, why does this feel like an Arthur Melo? Nah, this doesn't feel like an Arthur Melo at all. I'll be honest with you. This doesn't feel like an Arthur Melo. At all. At all. Arthur Melo was completely worse, and that's complete panic signing. Edwards is like Chiesa from 4 years ago. Oh, really? 500 is light work. Send it then, since you're Mr. Light Work. Don't be shitting on my guy Aya like that, supporting the channel. God. Has he been pictured with a shirt? Learn, Husam, from your mistakes, is what Uga Buga says. Hey, Uga Buga, listen. Uga Buga, listen. We've got the Fabrizio bomba, we've got the Ornstein bomba, khalas. Everyone says that it's done. So it will be just an absolute disgrace now if we don't get it done. But my mustache is safe anyway, because we signed Mamardashvili. You know, so we signed Mamardashvili. So the mustache was always going to be safe, to be honest with you. So let me give you guys the verdict from someone who watches the Italian league. Lost a yard of pace after the injury. Lost explosiveness, which was one of his best traits. Good shooter, especially when he lines up to shoot the edge of the box, but limited outside of that. Only a bonus I'd say for him is playing in England, more space and behind compared to Italy. Still fairly rapid, although he's lost a yard of pace. But I'll be real, you lot are fucked. That's literally what he just said. Like, that's the conclusion. So look, even one of the fans of the Italian league says this. So yeah. Good player, and it's a bargain. There's no good fullbacks in the market. If Trent leaves, you're done out. Yes, but Rami, my point is, like, we've signed a goalkeeper and a forward line player. Might as well go sign a right back since we're signing all the irrelevant positions. You know, like, that's the thing that just makes no sense to me. And once again, I'm mad at us for going away from what we did. You know, I'm mad at us going away from what we did. No, that's not Mo. I missed someone else. Big up Nazario. It's just that this goes away from what we did in the past. Werner, you don't want to come to Liverpool? Yalla Jota. Done. Problem solved. That's the problem with us, though. Big up to my guy Aya. Nobody's in the chat for my guy Aya. Despite just tabang and toxic Tash trying to disrespect him, talking about this is not, you know, a lot of money and all that shit. You know, so yeah. How about you drop it, Tabang, since you're all mouth? This is you, Tabang. Big up Aya. W's in the chat for Aya for showing love and support to the channel. He says big up to Vel. Yeah, big up to Vel. Don't worry, Vel's money arrives this month or next month. He's gonna be very happy. I like Aya. Our double pivot depth is shocking. Jones and Endo. Yes, Danny. That's why I cannot go OTT with a signing. Look at him running. Look at him running. Why are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? Do you have a car to sell or something? Is that it, Tabang? Why are you running, Habib? Why are you running?
It's been 20 years since Porsche unleashed the Cayenne upon us. 2 decades since a dyed-in-the-wool sports car maker embraced the winds of change and said, you know what? We're fed up with 911s. We are going to make a sport.
There you are. There you are. Anyways, let me get back to work. Big up to Redline Tarango says the translations are correct, not the words, Bozo. There you are. There you are. The translations are correct. You had to use Google Translate 17 times. Que schifo, Redline Taranga. Big up to Nishant who says, will Chiesa be able to fill the big shoes of Darwizi? If this happens, Arteta's latest charity case will be the death of me, bro, but I will be there. Nishant, Darwin Nunez to Arsenal. Here we go. In the next 2 days, inshallah, I will pray. I will pray for it. I will pray for it. Yes, Vel. Perfect. Email me the last one, Vel. All good. Just email it. I would celebrate. I would celebrate if we sign if you guys sign Darwin Núñez. I would be very happy. Be very happy. There's more messages from Nazario. Big up Nazario. Definitely a bargain though. If he flops, you can sell him back to Italy for similar prices. The reason he's so cheap is Juve are desperate to sell him. If they don't get rid of him, it's looking like he's gonna come to Inter for free, and that's the last thing Juventus want. Motta made it very clear he doesn't want him in the squad, so they had no choice but to sell him, and on a cheap. Good deal in terms of the deal itself, but not for what you need. And FSG are gonna get away with murder. Your fans, especially match going, need to wake up. Absolute shambles. By the way, this is an Inter fan. This is an Inter Milan fan messaging me. Big up Nazario if he's watching this. This is an Inter Milan fan messaging me. So he has not, like, he literally has no emotional connection to Liverpool whatsoever. Did you see him land the minerals on Liverpool Football Club? That's just the truth, you guys. That's just the truth. Big up to you, though, Nishant. I'm starting to think you don't want Arsenal to win the league. I wouldn't wish Núñez on Tottenham. You need to understand something. I need to get the virus away from myself. Let me get it away from myself first, and then I will take it from there. You get me? Let me just get rid of the virus. You know? As soon as I get rid of the virus, I take it from there. Now someone will come tell me, oh, GA, he has this many GA. Out of 60 big chances, he scored 13. Enjoy him, Denzel. Anyway, guys, listen, there's 900 people. There's 900 people in the chat. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Every single one of you. Big up every single super chatter. I'm going to give you guys a massive shout out at the end. Thank you guys so much. Yes, FK. This is how I rank the window right now. Currently, as things stand, I would say this is a 2 out of 10 window. And here's the thing. I know, but I just said in front of you, Bashar, it's 2 out of 10 window. Yeah, Habibi, you want me to get demonetized? How can I watch a compilation without getting demonetized? Yeah. How? Are you gonna PayPal me all the money I made on the stream or on the channel, or when I get copyright infringement, you fraud? La ilaha illallah. Anyway, back to the topic, innit? Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. So, speaking of to what Bashar said, what FK is mentioning, everyone's favorite fraud, you'll pay me. I beg of you. I appreciate you. Listen, you've always shown me love. Don't worry. When it comes to the overall signs of the transfer window, a part of me wishes just that I can release the names that we're looking at. Nothing of this is certain or done. I'm just telling you who we're looking at on the short list. I'll drop you guys. You know what it is? How many likes are we on right now? We're on 322 likes. If we get to 700 likes, I'll drop you 2 hints at the end of the stream. But the point is, listen, from now on, it's up to you guys if you want to hear it. Yes, it's very bad. From now on, going forward with the football club, there's something that people need to understand. This is why a month ago, I was arguing with people and I was fighting with people and I was speaking to people about the transfer window and the direction that we're headed in. And for me, despite the fact that I want us to win and I want us to succeed, and that Chiesa is a good bargain, and that Mamardashvili is future planning, it's still not what we need. And it's not what we need based on what Husam says. It's not what we need based on what Arne Slot says. Because he assessed the squad. He said we need a DM and we haven't signed one. And I would probably say we probably still have maybe one more signing in us, to be honest with you. So that's the thing. So we need one more signing, to be honest with you. We probably need something else. But yeah, we're kind of in a shit position right now because it's just not what we need. It's just not what we need. I've already spoken about him at the start. We sang the Italian national anthem together. Obviously, we're having fun on the stream, but at the end of the day, this is a very underwhelming transfer window. I would rate it a 2 out of 10 personally. And it's just because we haven't addressed our priorities. We haven't addressed the positions we actually need to address. We haven't addressed the positions that we need to sign. And it's funny because I seen Danny's comment earlier on. Haha, you didn't get any of the transfer right. Okay. So Paul Joyce told you about Ait Nouri literally like a month ago. And you guys thought that the interest resurfaced a week ago. You heard about Lukeba first from me 2 months ago. The forward line player that was going to break the internet was Julian Alvarez. You guys saw it as well with your very own eyes that it was a possibility, but City weren't willing to sell to us. So there is nothing really that I got wrong. And I told you the DM position, it's a short list. We ended up going for Zubimendi. He said no, and then we said fuck the short list. And that for me is the issue. Let me ask you guys something. If we just add Ederson or any DM, let's just say any DM. If we add any DM to Chiesa and Mamardashvili, what would you rate the transfer window? What would you rate the transfer window, honestly? I'm asking you guys genuinely a genuine question. If we just added, if now you take Chiesa, Mamardashvili, you add a DM to them, whoever you want, I don't care, forget names. How much would you rate it out of 10? How much would you rate it out of 10? How much would the rating change for you guys? Because this is an important question here. You know, for me, if it's a good like DM, if it's like a quality DM, I'm not even saying like, you know, I'm not saying like Patrick Vieira or Makalele level. If it's like a good DM that helps us, I would bump up the 2 immediately to like a 6.5, 7. I'm not even exaggerating. That's how badly I think we need a DM. That's genuinely how badly I think we need that position. ماشي يا مؤمن. يعني قول بدي 10 دقائق مش هطول كثير. That's how badly we need a DM. That's actually how badly we need a DM. And it's the priority via Jurgen Klopp. It's the priority via our signings, our targets, and it's the priority via Arne Slot. So why should I change my mind? Why should I change my mind? Why should I sit up here and change my opinions? The perfect window for me personally, let's assume Chiesa is the forward line player. خلاص. So we only signed Chiesa. The perfect window for me would have been Ederson, Ait Nouri, and Lukeba. That would have been the perfect transfer window, of which I think then we can really push Arsenal to the end. We could really push City to the end. But as things stand, I don't think we have it in us. I'll be honest with you guys. Look, I think we'll be a tough cup team to play. Like, we'll be a team that's tough to play in the Cups, Carabao Cup, FA Cup. No one would want to see us in those competitions. Champions League, other than Real Madrid and Man City, to be honest with you. Actually, even Man City don't want to see us in the Champions League. Other than Real Madrid, no one really wants to see us. But I just wish we really did what we needed to do this summer, because this is going to be probably the last year with these guys. Like, this is going to be the last year with it's going to be the last year with like the likes of Mo and others and stuff like this. So yeah, for me, listen, I've always been honest. I've always been straightforward. I've never lied. And I just want us to genuinely just sign a DM, because it just helps us a lot. It just helps us a lot. So yeah, we need it, man. We need it. Yeah. I think we're gonna sign another player. So let me ask this KLN guy. You know, big up to you, because I see you sometimes defending me on Twitter. You fucking fraud. So you say Grizz Bomba. Did I not just tell you? Did I not just tell you like 13 minutes ago that I think we're gonna sign another player? So why is it not Husam Bomba then? Huh? Fucking fraud. Fucking fraud. Why are you quiet now, huh? Bozo. Big up to my guy Ryan. Hello wallah Ryan, who says, Assalam Husam Habibi, you are our best Liverpool insight specialist. Well done. Hey, I appreciate you so much, Ryan. I appreciate you so much. I wouldn't say I am the best, you know, but I only say the truth, what I honestly get told. So yeah, at the end of the day, now that Michael Edwards is back, shit will probably be like unknown to a whole lot of people. The one thing I will say is, yani, there is no name that I told you guys that we truthfully weren't interested in. We really were interested in all of them. And none of this is a lie. We really were. Big up to you, Ryan. حبيبي شكرا على السوبر شات. تحيات لأهل قطر. Greetings, Don Husam. For me, Liverpool transfer grade has gone from an F to a D-. Kudos to Arsenal fans for getting the Cronkies on side. They were FZ. Yes, I agree with you. We just simply went from failing to passing. That's all. Like, no, what even passing? We didn't even pass. Sorry, we went from 0 to 2. Like, you filled in your name correctly and you wrote the date correctly on the SATs, you get some result, like you get some marks. That's literally us right now. And it's so painful. It's genuinely so painful, because I look at this team and I think it's actually really good enough to compete, really good enough to take the next level, good enough to take this whole ship to the next level, to be honest with you. It really is, but it's genuinely not what we need. Like, we need a DM, we need a center back, we need stuff like this. And specifically if Gomez wants to go. I don't know how Gomez feels right now, the fact that he's still at the club. Chiesa is a good signing, but a center back in this window now is what Liam is saying. Yes, I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Like, we do need a center back, we need the DM, and that hasn't changed for me. I'm not gonna fall for this Gravenberg is Rodri type stuff, but we will see what happens against United away. The difference is, the difference is with the whole situation after the Man United game. If Gravenberg plays like shit and we lose that game, it's the transfer window is closed. So there is nothing we can do about it. And that's exactly why we need a DM, bro. Like, listen, Chiesa could score 20 goals next season and we still need a DM. That shit doesn't change. That shit doesn't change, because we've been targeting one for like 3 summers now. Come on now. Like, stop lying. Stop lying to each other, you guys. Come on. I hate when we just lie to fucking each other, bro. Like, we sit up here, Chouameni, Caicedo, Lavia, Zubimendi, and then people act like Gravenberg could just be the DM solution. If Gravenberg was the DM solution, why didn't he play DM last year? Now someone come tell me different system and all this. Okay, fair enough. But he didn't play even DM even once last season. So, like, let's not sit up here and act like he's the reincarnation of Rodri that we had in our like club, and just no one figured it out. I don't like this. I don't like this concept. So Chiesa is a red, ladies and gentlemen. It's our first signing of the summer. I'm very happy we signed them. I do expect us to look at more players now. Oh, Tabang deleted a message. That's crazy. I do expect us to look at more players now. Hopefully it's players that actually we need and it's in positions we need. There are some names that will be very underwhelming. Big up to my guy Nabil, who says, good news is when you lose this week, transfer market will be closed. Then people will cry about getting a DM. I don't think your midfield is a good DM. But you know what it is, Nabil? This is the thing that you need to understand. Me and you agree, even though we're ops, and we're going to be ops forever because you support Man United. Me and you agree 100% that Liverpool Football Club need a DM. Like, we need 100% a defensive midfielder, and that doesn't change. That doesn't change even if we beat you, even if we lose. Like, it doesn't change. But look, Gravenberg dominating the ball at home to Brentford and away at Ipswich is expected. That's like City playing Gundogan DM against those two teams and winning, and then City fans going like, we don't need a Rodri replacement to have Gundogan. That's not how it works, bro. We need a DM, and Klopp has told us that, and the club has told us that, and Arne Slot has told us that. So we need a DM badly, bro. That for me is the absolute top priority. So yeah. Why do I need to shave my mustache again? Why do I need to shave my mustache? Why do I need to shave my mustache? Why? Fraud. Shut the hell up. Let me see if we got 500 likes. You know what? I'll give you guys a discount. 500 likes, and I'll tell you guys the two names. Actually, I won't tell you the names. I'll drop you 2 hints before I leave. Just remember, when you see the article in the next 24 hours or 48 hours, don't act like I didn't say it. Okay? 500 likes and I'll drop the link. As for now, until we get to 500 likes, Oh my god. So now that the fun is over, we have we hit 500? We're 30 away from 500. I continue playing the national anthem to get to 500, and then I'll tell you guys. Actually, I don't know if I should make all you guys' day worse. Shall I genuinely make you guys' day worse? Or is it, or like, you guys good with being happy today? I genuinely mean it. Like, I'm gonna make you guys your days worse. Would Husam take Wharton? I guess that's a silly question. Anyone at this point, please, Richard and Michael. Nate, I love how you answered your own question, Habib. I love how you answered your own question. There you are. Of course, I would take Adam Wharton. Hey, chat, would you take Adam Wharton? What a difficult question from Nate. What a difficult question from Nate. Like, you know, man said, oh, would I take Wharton? Of course. Of course. Everyone would take Wharton, bro. Everyone. Who the hell is not taking Wharton? Oh, come on, man. Nate, what kind of bullshit ass question is this? What kind of bullshit ass question is this, Nate? 20 likes away from 500. So I can drop the bomb and end the stream right now. Why Man United fans talking? Ugarte is worse than Casemiro. I disagree even personally with you, Mafio. I mean, he had the second most tackles in Europe last season after behind Palhinha. So, yeah, we can't even say anything about that. As if Merino wasn't an option before we got him. What do you mean, Rami? Merino wasn't an option for us? He wasn't an option for us. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Yeah, the same. Honestly, Mookie, the same. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed at this transfer window. I'll be so honest with you. That's genuinely like, yeah, it's just something that's very disappointing to me, Mookie. The fact that we just didn't sign like what we need. I'm exactly like you. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. So anyway, as I get out of here, let me make all of you guys' days worse. You guys ready for the Husam Bomba? Oh yeah, shit, Vel, tomorrow's the Champions League draw. Vel, we need thumbnail, Habibi. Champions League draw, please. Bro is not good, and they paid PSG 60 million. Yes, he might be a little bit overpriced, but that doesn't change the fact that I would have literally taken him at Liverpool. I would have literally taken him at Liverpool. 100% I would have. 100% I would have. So yeah. Vel, don't overcomplicate it. Champions League, maybe put in like 4 or 5 crests of clubs that have won it, like Madrid, Bayern, like the 5, 6, 7 big clubs in Europe, and my face. That's it. Don't overcomplicate it, Vel, because you always fuck it up when you overcomplicate it. Anyway, as I'm headed out, let me give you guys the Husam Bomba. You want to hear hints on who we're looking at? 2 players that I found out that are on the short list. One wears blue, one wears black and red, and they're both in the English Premier League. Anyway, love you all. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Big up to every single one of you guys. Big up to Mookie, Rami, Mafio, Nate, Nabil, Liam, Tibzo, Ryan, Denzel. Big up to Nishan, Treadlion, Danny, Aya, Uga Buga, O'Malley, Jonathan, Jack, Hilad, Redline Taranga, Toka, Abdulaziz, TKA, and Pablo for the super chats. Big up to all of you guys. Make sure you guys are liking and make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. As you can see, Toka does not listen with his ear. This is just normal Toka behavior. I said one guy wears black and red and the other guy wears blue. Love you all and see you guys on this stream is going to take it to Footy Judge Bo spam Forza Juve in his chat to piss him off. And yeah, bye. Bye, guys. Blue, black, and red.